Good luck, guys.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I hope you
I
have
don't need luck. I don't need luck.
I have no
Hope
turn
you
one
matches
incidents,
at turn
please.
one.
Sally, I'm taking you out turn 1, alright? Cool.
I'm not having that bit. Hayden. Help me. Help me.
We won't be able
I'll be,
to hear this.
I'll be
Hayden.
helping and steer into you.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the start of a brand new series. This is the Veloce Squad Sprint, essentially pitting esports drivers and content creators all in one to this super fun championship. We just go out, we go full send, have a go, have some races, and ultimately just provide some entertainment for you guys. So basically, we've got some huge names in this lobby. We've got Formula Danny, who got second in the F1 Esports Series, the second best player in the world on the Formula 1 games, second only to Brendan Lee, the bloody champion. Other people we have, Sally Saltunk, a race winner in F1 Esports, his brother as well is no slouch either. We've got the likes of Veloce James, who was the E-Rock champion in Mexico. So some bloody insane drivers in here, and of course you've got some content creators, myself, Arav, Tom, Aeterno, and then you've got other people from other forms of racing who are also in the Veloce stable as well, and they're obviously quite good as well. So this series is a clash of worlds, you would say, but here we go for the first race of the series. This is the Chinese Grand Prix. If you saw... No, Siri, I did not call for you, thank you. If you would have saw on the Veloce YouTube channel, you wouldn't have seen any of my footage from this first race, and that was because I was dealing with not only wheel issues, but also sound. I had no game sound, so I spent the whole race trying to sort that out, and then by the time I got it back, I was a lap down. So I thought I'd bring myself into the battle with these guys. I don't know why, just, I don't know, provide extra entertainment. This was never put in, so... apologies if you came to the channel expecting some action and you didn't see any from me in the first episode. This is why. So, yeah, we'll let the leaders go through, and now we're going to have a bit of a battle. So, the way that this championship works is we had one qualifying session to sort the grid for this race, but then after this race, the starting grid for every race after this is reverse championship order. So... as you can see, I'm in last place at the moment. I was going to be last anyway because I had issues and I was going to be slow anyway. I had many issues. But it means I'll be starting from pole position for the next race. But I thought I'd just have some fun here with the race leaders without holding them up too much. And now we're having a cheeky battle now. This is essentially the last lap of the Grand Prix. I'm seeing if I can get an overtake done here on Veloce Photon. Up the inside into the hairpin. Full send up here. We get the position back. And that is us. Still in P14, but yeah, I thought I'd make a race of it because, well, I didn't have a race anyway. Veloce Formula Danny wins the Chinese Grand Prix, and with that takes the championship lead. It means that for the next race in Russia, he will be starting from last place. So essentially, grid is reversed, and we go from there. So we're gonna be bound to have action-packed races every single time. We've recorded like 6 episodes already, and it just gets crazier as each episode goes on. I can't wait for you guys to see races 3 to like 6. You'll see race 3 at the end of this episode, and that's one that hasn't been on the Veloce YouTube channel as of yet. But here we go, ready for this race. Starting from pole position, this is my chance to make my mark in the championship. I've got good track position. If I can keep the esports drivers at bay for the 5 laps, then that'd be an amazing achievement. But away we go for this race. It's actually raining on circuit, although you can't really see it too much at low speed, but you'll see it as we get going here. Into turn 1. I didn't get a great start, to be honest, so it looks like I'm going to get swamped here into turn 2. Primero goes around my outside. Tom97 HD came from the space station to dive bomb me at turn 2, and well, I actually think he helped me out because I was able to cut the corner without getting a warning as such. So thanks, Tom, for that. And now we can get on with our race. So we did lose P1, so we're going to have to try and get that back. I haven't raced Veloce Primero before, so I don't know where his racing routes come from. I don't think it's F1. I could be wrong. I think it might be Forza or Project Cars, maybe even Gran Turismo. But I'd imagine he'd be pretty solid at the game anyway. So we're going to have our work cut out for us to try and chase him down in this race. We do set the fast up of the Grand Prix in the last one, so that is pretty encouraging. But we need to get this job done and hopefully win this race to get us back in the championship fights. Here we go, Veloce Primero. As the track conditions were starting to dry up, I was feeling more and more confident. And now you can see basically pushing him here through this third sector. He goes defensive into this left-hander. We're going to do the crisscross and see if we can get him up the inside into the penultimate corner. Got a nice run here, but looks like he's got a better run at straight line speed. He turns across us there. I don't know if he knew I was there, but that prevented us from having any go into the final couple of corners. So as we head on to the last lap of the Grand Prix now, this is what it all comes down to for this race victory. This race was absolutely insane, by the way, on the Veloce YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out, by the way. You'll see the POVs of everyone else and get a real idea of what this race was like. But here we go, last lap of the Grand Prix. Last opportunity to get this guy for the race win. Around the outside it turns to as we break for the third sector. I've gone in really deep there because I was anticipating this guy to absolutely dive bomb me from the space station like Tom. But he braked it early and I almost gave up the ghost myself there. But we have the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Just a couple more corners to go and we'll get ourselves a maiden victory in the Veloce squad sprint. He does have a nice run though heading into the final couple of corners. I had to brake later than what I would have liked to make sure he didn't get us there, but there we go. That is the win. Fast up the Grand Prix as we crossed the line. The track was ever getting faster as the session went on, but there we go. Monkey off our back. We got no points in the first race, but getting the full complement of 25 points in the second means that we're probably going to be right up there in terms of the championship order. So look forward to that. But I think that's going to mean for the next race in France, we're going to have no track position. We're going to be starting towards the back. So that'll be interesting. So it was myself from Veloce Primero. Sonic Saltunk, one of the Sauber drivers, gets P3, and I've already moved on further than that. So we had Sally, Veloce James, and Formula Danny all in that region of like 4th to 8th. So those guys getting some solid points. There you can see the championship order. We moved up to 3rd place with 25 points, only 8 off the lead. So we'll be starting from 3rd to last in this next race in France. But thankfully, this is a really high overtaking track. The slipstream is absolutely ridiculous, so we'll be able to make lots and lots of moves in this one. So look forward to that. 5 red lights, and away we go for this French Grand Prix. And if you guys thought the first 2 races were crazy, looking at the overall footage from the Veloce channel, then get ready because this race is something completely different altogether. And I haven't even seen everyone else's POV. Turn 1 and 2, just absolute madness. We moved our way up in a P9 as a few people got skittled off the circuit. Now we're going around the outside of Veloce Formula Danny, who's already got in front of us. He's ghosting, which is interesting. We've got Arab up the road trying to make a move on a couple of people. Primero shoves out Danny as well, and that just completely kills his rhythm. But here we go, onto the back straight. We've got Danny already right behind us once again. So this is going to be a battle for the ages here, trying to keep basically an F1 Esports champion behind us. Here we go into the middle sector chicane. All flying through here, trying to get a nice exit, just so I can leapfrog some of these guys and put cars between myself and Danny. That's going to be the main objective of this race. But he's in my slipstream, and he's doing quite well at this stage. So it's going to be quite the task to keep him behind. He goes up the inside, heading into the double right-hander, and Arab appears out of nowhere. So not sure what's going on there. But let's see if we can get this guy and follow Formula Danny through if we can. Primero shoves out Danny, and oh my goodness, he's actually overtaken all those guys. So somehow he's taken a shortcut and gained 2 positions out of that. But I think he got an illegal overtake issue because of that. And here we go, on to lap 2, and it's still absolutely manic. Look at this train from like, and it goes from like P10 to, I'd say, probably 3rd or 4th place. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if we can follow Danny through. Eterno Veloce actually shoves out Danny and gives us 2 free positions. So thank you very much, Joe, for that. Much appreciated. Next up are the 2 McLarens having a bit of a civil war. Arab is up next. He's going really slowly through there. And I don't know what to say. I was basically pushing him through there, maybe a little bit too much, and we spun him out. So apologies, Arab, for that one. Might be a title, and a few angry comments coming my way, but hey ho, we've got to get on with the race once again. Danny is on the back of us once again. I just can't seem to get away from this guy. He's attached to us like an absolute magnet. He dive bombs up the inside into middle sector chicane. Almost got it done, but not quite. And now he's on the attack once again. It looks like this guy just has like unlimited ERS. Didn't matter what kind of exit I got, whether it was good, bad, in between, he would always be right up my chuff, and there's not a thing I could do about it. Next up is Niren, the official FNG. He's a FIFA creator, so he's having a tough time of things in his Force India, my teammate. Maybe I should give him some driving tips and hopefully do better for us in the constructors, but let's see if we can dispatch this guy, maybe up the inside. It looks like he gets a bad run into the last corner here, and then yeah, him just completely overshoots that. We take that up the inside and move up into 8th place. Danny follows me through, unfortunately, and is on the attack once again. It looks like he might go for a dive bomb here in turn 1. We're going to leave the space, and he actually didn't go for it that time. Maybe his ambitious lunge into the middle sector chicane last lap was a bit of a lesson, and he's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't dive bomb so much, but here we go. Next up is Veloce Storm. We've got Danny right up my chuff once again, so I'm kind of pressured into going for the dive bomb here. Let's go to the inside, and that is... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not what I wanted. I can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I've done that. I thought I would have had that done easily, and that would have been an easy P7 or P6 or whatever it was, but it just got, unfortunately, just clipped the rear end of his car and spun us out. So that set us back by a lap or two, and now we've got to fight really hard to claw some points back. Next up is Arab. You can see he's weaving all over the place. He does not want to lose a position to me, and given the fact that I spun him out earlier in the race, gives him extra motivation to keep me behind. So this will be interesting now as we head on to the penultimate lap. You can see we've got a nice run on Arab. We're going to go up the inside here into this double right-hander, and that might be job done. We have to leave him a little bit of space on the outside, but I think he's still going to be there as we move to this left-hander. No, he actually gives up the position, so that was interesting. He's maybe looking for some slipstream. Maybe he's out of battery and is looking to fight another day. Again, next up is Veloce Storm. He's putting pressure on Tom97 HD. If we can get both of these guys, that'll be a good haul of points. 6 points, I'd definitely take that after the adventures that we've had in this Grand Prix. So let's see if we can set up the move. We've got a decent amount of ERS. Not too much fuel though, so that's something we'll need to watch out for as we set up the pass. Let's try not to use too much ERS here. I want to save it for later on in the lap. Hopefully these guys can burn out their ERS and we can come back at them a little bit later. Storm completely skips that chicane, so I'd say he's got a penalty now. So now all we need to worry about is Tom, as I think Storm has now been disqualified for what I can only imagine is corner cutting. But unfortunately, we just didn't quite have enough time to get back in front of Tom. And it's going to be P8, maybe potentially P7, depending on penalties. We're going to slow down and bait Arab a little bit, and that is still P8. So there we go. That was the Veloce squad sprint. Arab slows down for a second and gives me the evil stare before carrying on. But there we go. That is this first episode, the first 3 races of the Veloce squad sprint. I think we're doing all 21 races plus 1 extra race that you guys decide that we should do at the end of the series. So head over to the Veloce YouTube channel, check out this series. 2 episodes have already gone out, and the 3rd one is live right now. It's gone out at the exact same time as this one going out. So feel free to check it out. You'll see everyone's POV in a broadcast style format. You've got Veloce Ginger Andy, who is the AOR Split 1 commentator, commentating over all of it. And overall, it's just a really, really good series to watch. So I can't recommend you guys to check it out enough. So that's the first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. Like I said, we've already filmed 3 episodes after this, and the next 3 just as crazy as the first 3. Somehow it's getting more and more crazy as the episodes go on. So yeah, it's bloody ridiculous, and I love that we can race harder and race closer on PC. With Europeans, it makes no sense. on Xbox for some reason, the collision system is so much more sensitive and you can't race as close. But PC, it's absolutely fine and I'm loving it. There's the championship standings. We're sitting in P6 after not even contesting the first race. I think that's a pretty good effort. So hopefully we can continue to move forward maybe. The guys in front of us are literally the esports drivers, so P6 might be my proverbial home for the rest of the series. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Veloce, like I said, to see everything that is this series. And I'll see you guys for a brand new video very soon.